For 7 days, I only had Huel with one goal, and that was to lose weight. Now, the companies say that each bottle has 400 calories and that they are nutritionally a meal replacement. So I had an idea. If I can replace one meal with Huel, can I not replace all meals with Huel? Can I not have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Now, throughout the week, I'll be measuring myself on key points such as my performance at the gym, my performance in my day-to-day life, as well as my mental fatigue, and obviously my weight loss. Over the week, I found out some weird insights about my body that I didn't know. Some unexpected things happened. So, will I thrive or will I survive? Let's find out. Let's set off some ground rules. Rule number 1, I am not allowed to consume anything for food other than Huel. That means no snacking and none of that stuff, just Huel only. Rule number 2 is that I can only have Huel for breakfast, lunch and dinner. That's 3 bottles per day. So with an average of around 4 to 5 hours between each bottle. Now my current routine is 8 a.m, 2 p.m, and 6 to 7 p.m. in the evening. So those are the only 3 times I'm allowed to have Huel. Rule number 3 is that I can't drink any other Huel product or have any other Huel product other than one of these, which is the ready-made meals, or ready-made drinks, should I say. Rule number 4 is that I'm only allowed to check my weight at the start of the week and at the end of the week. So I'm going in blind every single day and not knowing what I'm losing or what I'm gaining or anything like that. I'm only allowed to check at the end of the week. And rule number 5 is I must at least go to the gym 2 times this week. First started this challenge on the first day in the morning, my weight was 80.9 kgs. And my target and goal around this was about 2 to 3 kgs to drop down to about 78 kgs by the end of the week. Now, this video is not sponsored in any way or form by Huel, so that's how you know this experiment and my review is genuine. Although stick to the end of the video because I do have a little competition in regards to maybe getting some of these products, which I'll be paying for. Day number 1 was honestly such a breeze. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I had my first Huel. I was hungry when I woke up, and then it kept me going till the afternoon. Day number 1, and I've just had the Huel strawberries and cream shake, and it's awesome. Not gonna lie, wasn't expecting it to smell so good and taste so good, but here we are. Now around 2ish or so, I got really hungry again and I had a Huel drink, and honestly, it just completely stopped my hunger right in its tracks. Around 6, 7 in the evening, I had my 3rd Huel drink. Now, so far, each drink that I had, completely satisfying. It was so good. At the end of the first day, I thought, you know what? I've got this in the bag. This is completely doable. I'm surprised not that many people do it either. I was like completely fine. Every time I had the Huel drink, my hunger was completely gone. My energy levels didn't dip. My performance levels didn't dip, and I was completely fine. I feel like, yeah, it's a breeze. By day 2, guys, I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I just didn't feel myself. I felt like I had a mild headache. Morning everyone, it's about 10 o'clock. This is day number 2. I felt lethargic. I felt really hungry when I woke up as well. And I had my first meal, and honestly, like I said before, it really quenched my hunger. And something happened that I didn't really expect. My stomach started grumbling, making funny noises. And it wasn't because of the hunger. It wasn't because of like my energy levels. I just had really bad cramps and I had really bad diarrhea. And I had that for like the whole day. It was like in and out the bathroom. So I thought about giving it up. But then I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm going to persevere as much as I can. My mental fatigue was kind of dipping because of the whole diarrhea issue. And also, one other thing happened in day number 2. And I actually thought about breaking this challenge, but I persevered. And I knew that, do you know what it is? I knew that as soon as I have one of these, I'm going to feel fine. but I still wanted food, and I still wanted that sense of eating, which is something that I wasn't really accounting for. Again, like I said before in my previous part, that I wasn't actually expecting to just crave food for the sake of craving food. Just having that sensation of just eating something is something that, you know, I was actually going to break my challenge for. Yeah, and I just miss food for the sake of missing food. I just miss eating. Do you know what I really want right now? I just want chicken and chips. I want fried chickens. I want KFC. And I was ready to give up. And I was ready to call it a day. But I thought to myself, I'll drink one bottle in the evening for my dinner, and I'll wake up in the morning, and I'm either gonna make it or break it for the next 4 or 5 days. And I went to sleep that evening thinking that I don't think this is a doable challenge. I don't think this is doable at all. So day number 3, I woke up, and honest to God, it was complete 360 to how I felt the night before. I felt happy. I felt like this rush of adrenaline. I felt like lighter in myself. I felt like I can do whatever the world threw at me. Fatigue was completely gone. I felt productive. I felt responsive. I felt alert. And day 3 was absolutely amazing. Instead of going through every single day, I'll talk about the key points that I mentioned earlier, as well as one weird fact that I'm going to leave till the end of the video. So for most people, that might either make it or break it, whether you try this or not. So make sure you stick around for that. Point number 1 is hunger. That, for most people that start doing diet challenges, is one of the most hardest things to overcome. So for me personally, hunger was really, really good. Like in terms of how I managed it, I had set times for when I'd have the meals. And because of the hormone ghrelin, the ghrelin hormone can be doctored in terms of your habits. So for example, if you had 1 meal per day for 2 weeks, you'll only feel hungry at the time that you'd have that meal. So if you had a meal at 12 o'clock in the afternoon for 2 weeks, every single day, and that's the only thing that you had, around 12 p.m, that every single day you'll feel hungry, and the rest of the day you won't. So my body clock adapted to eating around 8 o'clock in the morning, around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, around 7 p.m. in the evening, and that's the only time that I felt hungry. And once I had the bottle, I was completely satiated in terms of my hunger. So in terms of management of hunger, it's good. It's really good. And after day 3, your body clock will completely adapt to the Huel and having it at those particular times. At the start, my energy levels dipped slightly, but over the week, it came back, and it came back with a bang. I felt like I had more energy, I was more productive, and I had such a busy week that week. Best thing about being on this so far is my energy levels really hasn't dropped as much as I thought it dropped. And again, like I said, it's been a massive week for me, like in terms of working and all of that kind of stuff, and it's kept my energy levels up during this whole process. We're driving up and down the country with work, we're seeing my son and everything, that I still managed to do all of that and not feel any considerable dip in my performance. Just 2 other things, guys: my sleep was good and my concentration levels was really good as well throughout the week. If you're enjoying this video, smash a like for a huge lot of love. That was bad. So I went to the gym 2 times this week. The first time I went, I didn't really feel a considerable dip in my performance. However, by the second time that I went, I felt a considerable dip. For example, on the cable flies, I'd normally do about 17 kgs with about 10 to 12 reps per set. However, on that day, on the second day that I went, which was around day 5, I maxed out around 14 kg, doing 8 to 10 reps. So there's a noticeable, considerable dip in performance. So let's talk about it. Weight loss. So after having Huel for 7 days, I went to sleep, eager to find out what my weight loss was in the morning. I woke up in the morning, and the first thing I did was go to the bathroom and then come back to check my weight. And it was 77.6 kg. 77.6 kg from 80.9 kg. That's almost, well, that is 3.5 kgs weight loss in 7 days, and it's absolutely manageable. Because of the amount of protein that I was taking, there was no way that I was gonna keep that muscle mass, and that affected my performance at the gym. So what I did was I tried one of these, which is the black edition, and if you want to see what happened, watch this video right now.